the last two Marvel projects were garbage. I'm sorry. Mrs. Marvel was garbage. And this is coming from a guy who was genuinely excited about Mrs. Marvel. I started liking the character with Marvel's Avengers. Yes, I know. Go ahead and roast me. I played the game, okay? I played the damn game. I enjoyed the single player campaign, all right? And I thought Kamala Khan was pretty dope. I thought her character was pretty dope. And so I was okay with them changing her powers in the show. But then I started actually watching the show. And then I just started to. I couldn't do it. It was just bad. And here we are with She-Hulk. And I mean, you got to give credit to Nerd Roddick. He called this a few years ago when he said the MCU. I thought he was being over dramatic. But I mean, when you're right, you're right. God damn it. So shouts out to Nerd Roddick. He called it MCU. Jesus Christ. Can't believe I'm saying that. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Atreus. I'm coming at you live from the ATL, bringing you more game and entertainment news, commentary, and analysis. All right, today we got to talk about She-Hulk potentially turning people off from the MCU in general. We're gonna get into it after the drop.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up 100 times.
All right, team, y'all already know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button, the red subscribe button if you are enjoying the content. All right, and after you do, go down into the description and follow me on Twitter or my other socials where you can come in contact with me and we can have further discussions. I want to hear from you guys, all right? All right? All right. Let's go ahead and get into the news. All right. So, one of my previous videos, I recently did a episode review on She-Hulk. And as you know, you guys know how I feel about the show. The show is terrible. But one of the things that has usually been consistent is that the Marvel stans have been consistent in trying to support the show, but it seems to be fading away. Now, this writer, Rory Mellon, that's a dope name, by the way, from Tom's Guide, which is a very reputable website, says, I stopped watching She-Hulk and it changes the way I think about the MCU. So let's see what he had to say. I've made no secret of my growing dissatisfaction with the MCU, and She-Hulk Attorney at Law, the latest slice of the interconnected comic book universe, has done precious little to reverse my Marvel fatigue. I should clarify up front that I don't think She-Hulk is a bad show, just very bland, which makes it a bad show. And that's becoming an increasingly common trend with the MCU, particularly in the TV space. The glut of Disney Plus shows have rapidly worn me down to the point where I only finish the likes of Hawkeye and Moon Knight out of a sense of obligation to stay in the loop rather than because I genuinely wanted to see how those series concluded. However, the 1-2 punch of Mrs. Marvel and She-Hulk convinced me that I really don't need to watch everything MCU. It's perfectly okay, even preferable, to pick and choose the stuff that captures your attention and skip the rest. Having now put this new approach into practice in recent weeks, I've suddenly and surprisingly more excited about Marvel than I was before. Hilarious. Because the last two Marvel projects were garbage. I'm sorry. Mrs. Marvel was garbage. And this is coming from a guy who was genuinely excited about Mrs. Marvel, right? Like I told y'all that. I started liking the character with Marvel's Avengers. Yes, I know. Go ahead and roast me. I played the game, okay? I played the damn game. I enjoyed the single player campaign, all right? And I thought Kamala Khan was pretty dope. I thought her character was pretty dope. Not the stretchy powers. I think that's corny. I think that's very off-brand, Kroger brand Mr. Fantastic. And so I was okay with them changing her powers in the show. But then I started actually watching the show. And then I just started to... I couldn't do it. It was just bad. And here we are with She-Hulk. And, I mean, you got to give credit to Nerd Roddick. He called this a few years ago when he said the MCU. I thought he was being over dramatic. But, I mean, when you're right, you're right. God damn it. So, shouts out to Nerd Roddick. He called it MCU. Jesus Christ. Can't believe I'm saying that. It's just bad, bro. And I thought Moon Knight was pretty good. I thought Hawkeye was pretty terrible. I thought Hawkeye ruined Kingpin. Not because he was like overpowered. Niggas started ripping off doors and shit. I'm like, oh shit. And then he gets defeated by a little girl. And then there was the whole Echo storyline, which nobody gives a fuck about. Nobody. And to add salt into the wound of not give a fuckage, they're going to give us a whole show about her that we don't give a fuck. And then to add more salt to the wound of not giving a fuck about Echo, they tell us, guess what? You're going to have to watch it because it's going to be more Kingpin and Daredevil in it. And you know what? No. I'm not going to boycott it. I got to watch it. But I hope that y'all don't watch the shit. I can't tell you not to watch it because I'm going to watch it. So, but whatever. Yo, She-Hulk is terrible. I think we all know that at this point. I think even the Marvel stands and the fake account, the bot accounts online are starting to realize it. Word is that Kevin Feige is spread too thin. And maybe he's not paying attention to the fact that She-Hulk is doing a damage. Is doing a damage. Wow. My inability to speak English is just astounding. The She-Hulk show is doing damage to the Marvel brand. Never have fans been this divided. Never, ever have we been this divided. And so, hey. Anyway, so what do y'all think? Go ahead and hit me up on Twitter and let me know what y'all think. Let's have a conversation. I want to hear from y'all. Deuces. I'll catch y'all later on.
Crazy, you know it's crazy. Yeah, crazy, let's go. Crazy,